The story of bamboo, hanaire, evidently really begins with Rikyū, in bamboo in the tea room. Bamboo flower containers are identified with cemeteries. Three bags of rice, implying, and maybe there was a note, implying that we're going to be here. This is enough to sustain, enough rice to sustain you for a while. And the Hojo sent back 3 pieces of bamboo, and probably green bamboo. And defeated armies were to cut bamboo swords to commit harakiri. So Rikyū, I'm filling in little gaps here and there. So Rikyū took those 3 pieces of bamboo, lengths of bamboo chunks, stalks, and made 3 hanaire. And one of them looks like that. One of them had 2 openings, is the one, that plus one on top. And then another one that was just a length of bamboo. This was upside down. And called it shakuhachi. Onjoji, one that looked like that, before it got its name, has a crack, and the water was dripping out of it. And somebody said, it's leaking, it's dripping. And Rikyū said, that is its life. And called it Onjoji. And Onjoji has a bell. It's also called Miidera. Onjoji is its Buddhist name. Miidera is sort of a pet name because it has 3 wells. Miidera. And the warrior monk was connected with the temple on top of Hiezan, which is Endakuji. And they were always in conflict. Miidera, Onjoji, and Endakuji were always a little bit in conflict. So Benkei, the warrior monk, stole the bell from Onjoji, and the bell up at Endakuji rang, I want to go home. So Benkei threw it off the mountain and rolled down the mountain and cracked. So the bell from Onjoji became the kind of inspiration in a way for the cracked hanaire that Rikyū called Onjoji. I was in John's tea room, and he had a similar piece, and it was dripping, and I got it. The dong, dong, dong. The life of the bell is its sound. Yeah. The other one, the two-chamber, ni ju giri, he called yonaga or yonaka. And that refers to New Year's Eve, the long night. And hyakuhachi sounds in Japanese like shakuhachi, depending on where you're from. So hyakuhachi is 108. Shakuhachi. So in the middle of the night, Onjoji's bell is ringing 108 times. That's the story. They may have had a life like a chasen or a hishaku, but they became so precious for obvious reasons. That is beautifully made. Try that. Try that. Try to do that. The intricacies of the mouth, where it joins the back. Well, you know, they just took a saw and cut. No, they didn't. That's unbelievable skill. I was doing tea down in Duxbury, south of Boston, and a person in the audience there for the presentation said, "Why do you have that piece of bamboo up there?" She had no perception or no sensitivity to it, and not quite the word. And I thought that was wonderful. To take something so dispensable and put a hole in it, and 2 holes, 3 holes, and put a flower in it. So that question of what's that, you know, with the kind of tone, it's exactly that. Making something that's useless useful.
Well, and then in the story of sending in the rice and sending out the bamboo, that bamboo was to be used for a very different purpose.
Death. That little bamboo blade, not very sharp, that little bamboo blade is called takemitsu. Takemitsu. Which is wordplay on 3 bamboo, 3. So undoubtedly, I don't know that we know, or that anybody knows, that those 3 pieces of bamboo from the hojo, whether they were green or not. Well, if they were sent to make seppuku blades, they were green bamboo. That's the point. So the idea of using green bamboo as a flower container in the tea room begins with Rikyū. And for me, for completely obvious reasons, because of its connection to the cemetery. Life in spite of death.